It'll be Marist with the white caps and Siena with the black. As we get started, Siena wins the swim-off. Williamson gives it up. Thomas. Being pressured hard. This is Siena's first attack. Siena keeps it. Shot clock down to 7. We get a whistle. Ball is live. 2.9 on the shot clock, and they take a shot out deep. It was Parker Thomas, and it's stopped by Zoe Seebach.
You love to challenge the goalie mentality early, and that's what you have to do versus this Red Foxes team. We know this Red Fox team can score, and they will score in a hurry and relentlessly without any mercy, Joe.
Red Foxes, their attempt early on, trying to get a shot off. And that time it was Kendall DeBeer, a young lady from Auckland, from South Africa, Durban, South Africa. And we're going to get exclusion.
You know, Joe, Siena has seen a plethora of outstanding defenses. They've played a very talented Indiana Hoosiers water polo team. This Marist team.
That shot goes off the mark, wide left.
And they played in a bunch of outstanding teams. I mean, Indiana was ranked 8th and 7th at the time. They ran toe-to-toe with the Hoosiers. They ran toe-to-toe with Princeton, who's tied for 15th in the country, with Brown as well, too, number 21. And they've had some major games and major contests versus Bucknell, who has received votes as well, too. A narrow 2-goal win.
And early on, good defense by both the Saints and the Red Foxes as a turnover is forced by Siena. In the goalkeeping to start off here in the first quarter.
Par for the course, as we could imagine.
Each 8-minute periods, shot clock at 30. And right away, it is Marist to strike on a penalty shot. And it was Kendall DeBeer who knocks that in. So it's 1-0 Marist. Siena looking to try and regroup. Thomas looking inside, and that's going to be taken away by Marist.
Siena favoring that right side of the pool right now.
Good defense from Siena trying to fight it off. It's Williamson who's able to get the takeaway. Thomas. Kennerly gives it up. And a shot is scored. That time, Audrey Lacey, the senior, able to get it from the far side. And we're knotted up at 1.
That's number 4 now for Lacey.
Rather, it was, Steve, beg your pardon, it was Quincy Fromelt.
Quincy Fromelt surpassing her goal total from last year. 20 last season. One could argue a career year. 27, well now 28 this year. And she just seems to thrive in MAC play, Joe.
Certainly so. Marist getting swarmed by Siena. Shot clock winding down. And that'll be a turnover. Siena, a great job defensively. Knotted up at 1. Again, one of the best records that Siena's ever had in program history. Historically, a water polo team that struggled and have finally found some life under second-year head coach Michael Ash.
Captain Williamson battling down low, and she gets the call.
We get a whistle. And a penalty on Marist. It's going to be an exclusion for 20 seconds.
Yeah, Kendall DeBeer all over Williamson. You can see she switched her matchup up.
And a shot is scored. So Siena takes the 2-1 advantage. And right about a head-on goal as you can get.
Take the first goal and double it, Joe. Quincy Fromelt with another one. She's one shy of a hat trick, which she is no stranger to.
Quincy Fromelt, one of the top players for the Siena squad. That junior presence, that force along with Williamson. And that shot on the far side by Marist goes off the post. Recovered by Siena, deep pass down the pool.
Nice transition offense. This is who you want the ball to start on the attacking side with Williamson in a nice, sweet cross-pool find.
Fromelt looking inside, and that's going to be taken away.
That was a nice recovery by Marist. Siena, they outswam them on the way down, and to think you can put two in the middle right there and get a key stop, that's got to be a real sweet feeling if you're Coach Vidale.
Clock stops at 14, continues on. And we're going to get a turnover. So Siena's defense really has picked up since that first goal.
It's been a suffocating pressure, Joe. I can't lie. This has been fun to watch. The Marist team is really feeling the effects of being on the road. And Marist, not a strong road team, only a sample size of 4 games, but 1-3 overall.
Lacey who has it. And that's going to be a turnover.
You can see Coach Ash just putting his hand on his head, thinking they had a good opportunity.
Marist going inside, and they go to work.
Nice find from Ekstrom. That's a big find right there to even us up at 2.
Nice goal right down the line. So Marist knots it up at 2. Lacey on the outside, tempted a shot, and that one skims off the near side post.
Looks like we have a new goaltender in from Marist, Inez Sanchez.
Sanchez, the senior, along with Seabach. That shot in the upper 90, as it would for soccer, in top corner, goes in. So Marist retakes the lead. A deep shot, so to say there.
That was a sweet find by Alyssa Mullane. She's been with the program now 3 years.
Thomas, rather that's Arnold, the freshman, gets a little tangled up.
No whistle.
The ball in possession. A shot and a poke away from Sanchez. That one looked like it was going to be high anyway, right off the post.
Sanchez going to her right, left on your screen, folks, and just what a save, throwing her right hand up there. Big save, or else this game would have been knotted at 3 with 2 minutes left.
Entertaining first period of action Siena's got it. Their possession. Ellison looking in and trying to get a little soft touch into that net. Couldn't go.
I thought the redirect might have been there off the back of Sanchez's forearm, but she got it cleanly.
That shot goes in. Marist now with a 2-goal lead and an excellent look. That time, Ilanta Semtali.
Yeah, sweet find. The floater's there. The difference from a deep shot to up close between these last two possessions for the Red Foxes and the Saints. And, Joe, you also got to imagine, too, a little extra scrappiness, too, which you love to see, but big rivalry game. I-87, as we talked about at the top of the broadcast.
You know it's going to be a big fight. Two top teams in the MAC as Williamson tried hard to get that one. She's shaking her head, looking for a call.
We're starting to see why Sanchez was Rookie of the Year for the class of 2026 in the MAC. My goodness, she was outstanding her freshman year and just continues to rack up all these wonderful accolades.
Sanchez from Barcelona, Spain. And that one just off the crossbar. Tough break there for Marist. Could have gone up by 3 as it was Emily Shear with the attempt.
It's a great opportunity for Siena to strike here.
Williamson gives it up.
Right back.
Lacey. That shot does not go. It's saved. So game clock, shot clock, about a 4-second difference here in the first period. Marist trying to go up 3. And they do. Excellent look. And Steve, the middle has been what's been so strong for Marist, working from the outside in.
They've broken down Siena's defense tremendously. They've gone outside to in. They favored the right side especially. That's where that lob shot that made it 4-2 occurred. As well, Siena has had trouble keeping them out of the kitchen, if you will, as they say.
Emily Shear with that goal. Final seconds here ticking in the first. Back up, and that shot wild from Fromelt, and that will end the first.
Inez Sanchez showing everybody why she was Rookie of the Year in the MAC. Well, we're underway. By deflect, Siena wins the swim-off on an indirected ball from Marist. George Ellison will get things going. Fernandez Caballero drawing the call. First time we're seeing her. Swings it wide over the head of Thomas. Could Thomas get a third one here? One shy of a hat trick, as aforementioned.
Good takeaway there from the Red Foxes.
Thomas and Nagel battling down low. Nagel make it 6-2.
Wow. Talk about threading the needle. That was a beautiful shot, and Paige Nagel just drills that right in.
Off the spin, going back post. And as you mentioned, off a very nice spin move too. Ellison will set us up. Thomas to Williamson. Whistle blown, the sweet save. I believe that won't be registered. And now Marist will swim in transition here.
Yeah, and this is, if you're Siena, you really want to try and get some points back on the board and don't want to see a lead grow too much against these Red Foxes. They're just so versatile and can hit you in multiple different ways.
Fernandez Caballero has that big matchup on the post and a sweet save from Slaughter.
Just trying to get that skipper that time in, and just a good save.
Parker Thomas getting harassed by Nagel, looking for a pass. Inside and batted away by Samantha Bentley.
Yeah, nice job by Bentley there.
Bentley participated in the U20 New Zealand Championships. Kendall DeBeer struck once. Can she do it again? And that she does.
That's a great look, and DeBeer really has been one of the most solid players for this team. That's got some good distance on it, too.
Now that'll put Red Foxes up a 5 spot here. 7-2, 5:47 to go. Jade Arnold, as Joe mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the only freshman who is able to be dressed today.
Yeah, it's hard getting those opportunities, and Jade Arnold, obviously a really nice player for Siena and has contributed so much this season.
Does Williamson get the goal? She does. The leading scorer for Siena makes that number 45 on the season, and the Saints get the deficit to 4.
Yeah, Williamson needed that one, and she's kind of been a little frustrated early on in this one. So good for her confidence to see that go in.
Layla McCarroll setting things up for the Red Foxes. Siena really bottling up that middle. That's going to be a key. Trying to get it over the hands of Lacey, and a sweet save by Slaughter.
Yeah, that's
loose
excellent.
ball. Loose ball. Williamson got hooked, and Siena will run with it in transition.
Yeah, that's an excellent save by Slaughter, and Anita Rodelli had a good look. Just hits the post, and a combination, I would say the post helped, and obviously the great save from Slaughter.
Kennerly does not get the whistle to her favor. And Joe, could this be a little bit of momentum for Marist, or excuse me, Siena? We know Marist is running with quite the momentum currently.
Yeah, they could use it, obviously, about halfway through this second, and again, just Marist finding multiple ways to score. It was Claudia Michelli that time, right? They're just attacking in so many different ways, and they have so many players that can score on you, and they just are so threatening. It's really a tough time for Siena. They were doing a good job in that first period defensively, but Marist has been relentless in their pursuit of attack.
8-4. Siena strikes right back. Mano y mano, going goal for goal. It's another one for Catherine Williamson.
Williamson again striking and trying to keep Siena within distance of Marist here.
Loose ball. Lacey pokes it away. She has Williamson up ahead, and they'll run with it. This could be a big opportunity. Lacey in a good point of attack. Williamson draws a sweet whistle. Goal won't count. I lied. Williamson is charged with the whistle, that is. So an unfortunate call for Siena. And now, Joe, that's out of 2 of 4 possessions we've seen when the other 2 were not goals. Tough calls, tough penalties for Siena to take.
Yeah, you know, obviously just a call that doesn't go your way. But, again, the no quit, right? Don't give up on that play, and they get the ball right back.
Yolanta Simtali, whistle for that one. Loose ball. Who has it? And Inez Sanchez. Says, that's my ball. No, 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 no.
Slaughter trying to be a little risky there and throw it up ahead.
Cross pool pass. Ilanta again. It's batted away. Off the crossbar. Since Slaughter has it. Lacey had her hands up. Excuse me. Parker Thomas had her hands up, trying not to get called for another unfortunate whistle. And Siena gets another strong stop.
Yeah, it was super close. McKaylee Hansberger nearly got to that ball before Slaughter.
Good opportunity here for Siena. Rebecca Curry take the penalty shot. This could get us to 3, and it does. 8-5. Rebecca Curry with goal number 28 on the year.
That's a big one for Curry. Maybe you see her confidence spark up here in this match. Hasn't had a goal yet.
She increases her shooting percentage, one of the best shooters on this team, Joe. It is now eclipsed upwards towards 51%, past 51%, I should say.
That's a great number. Not an easy thing to score in water polo.
You talk about systematic and efficient, and you'll see Rebecca Curry and her shooting in water polo right there. A fantastic scorer. Over the top and almost a highlight reel goal for Marist. Eight-5 Red Foxes, under 2.5 to go. Siena awarded a whistle, and Joe, this is quite the friendly whistle right now for Siena after the first quarter we saw.
What a great pass up ahead there.
Thomas looking for a call, and it goes the other way.
Wow.
Two tails of the tape, as they say.
It's a really tough break for Siena right there. They had a great look. That was a great pass up ahead.
McCarroll for a split second had the open shot before being smothered by Jade Arnold defensively. 9-5.
Some tight defense too. I mean, Audrey Lacey's right over swarming, and again, Shear makes them pay. That's her second.
Emily Shear awarded another goal. She's been on fire, Joe.
Yeah, it's really been a by-committee effort from Marist. They have so many options who can score on you.
It's funny to think as if almost you wouldn't expect this from Shear, but she was an All-American out of Florida. Fernandez Caballero looking for some space. And they reverse it and swing it up top to Fromelt. Williamson there to back up her teammate Thomas as the pass soared over Thomas's head. Allison Riccardi we see today for the first time. Get this, Joe. What an award to have. Riccardi was named Miss Water Polo in the state of Pennsylvania amongst a bunch of great athletes. And here she is at Siena, thriving and being a dominant young force in the MAC.
Yeah, so talented and great opportunity for her, only being a sophomore. Just a lot of options.
Inside, up high, and Marist gets this lead back to a, 5-possession game, quite literally, with 1:12 to go on the clock here in the first half, second quarter.
Yeah, pretty quick first half, and pace certainly has been faster than I'm sure Siena wanted. A little bit more turnovers. Again, that first period was very strong, and defensively it's cut down a little bit.
Parker Thomas with an answer and a quick one, 10-6. Parker Thomas with a hat trick now.
Thomas did an excellent job there, just fighting the pressure.
Catherine Williamson awarded the goal. That is still regardless
That is
a
her
hat trick.
hat-trick.
Yeah. You know, to think about Williamson and Thomas, too, they are arguably one of the best tandems and duos in the conference, Joe. If there was an award for the best duo or tandem, you would have to put Williamson and Thomas in high contention for that award.
Yeah, Parker Thomas, the senior, just so poised and under control. Always looks like a true veteran out there in the pool. And Catherine Williamson, arguably one of the best.
Back and
players.
forth, but you'd have to say some of the really top-tier stops and some of the transition runs, it's going Siena's way.
Yeah, I mean, Siena's picking it up. If they get an extra goal here, it's going to be really momentous for them moving into the second half.
It's going to be a good feeling going into the locker room. Thomas looking for a pass from Melt. Williamson, Thomas. What a redirection from Marist. Out it goes. And that'll be Marist ball. 5 seconds on the clock for a desperation and a prayer. That will be picked up by Siena. And just over the top, what a sweet finish that would have been for Williamson. But if you're starting to make their offense just a little bit more stagnant and a little bit more stop and go than they would normally like, and if you're Siena, you got to continue to have that theme here as we roll on into the third quarter.
So 16 more minutes of play. Williamson has it. Thomas getting forced near side. Williamson fighting pressure. Looking inside, beautiful find. And ball's gonna stay with Siena. New 30 on the shot clock. Williamson thinking about a shot. Thomas, not the angle, gives it back up. Thomas. An attack and a good stop. Inez Sanchez. It's Marist who has it. Good defensive sequence by Marist. It's a one-on-one. And the light float inside is going to count, so that's a goal for Marist. They get things started here in the third. Slaughter not super happy with that.
It almost feels as if Marist is 4 for 4 on just goals that have just been little lob shots or floaters. That's where they've made their money right now.
So Siena down 5 again. Thomas moving in.
McKaylee Hansberger calling out different things she sees on defense right now. The floor general, if you will, for lack of a better term. The pool general, let's call it, on defense.
Marist swarming pressure, and they take it away as the shot clock was winding down. Looking up ahead. An exclusion called on Thomas.
Yeah, tough whistle there.
That shot ricochets. And a good defensive effort. Final seconds. And the skipper inside goes in. Marist relentless. Time Nagel able to get it. That's her second.
Nagel has been tremendous today for Marist on the offensive and defensive end too. At the
Coach Ash.
utility position from Newport Beach. Sorry, Joe.
Yeah, no, Coach Ash giving some signals on the pool line, and Marist their largest lead now at 6. Williamson, tough pass. Trying to do a reverse shot. Does not go. It would have been a crazy shot if she was able to get that.
Bianca Kennerly was getting held in the corner. Not much she could do about it when she didn't get the call. You know, another thing, too, to address, Joe, is 5.5 left. Plenty of time till the fourth quarter, too, for Siena to make a rally.
Stop there. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Marist looking inside, and that one just touched by Slaughter. Able to get it away. Kinnerly. The defense from Marist been really strong here in this third period. Frommel has it, gives it up. Shot, and that is blocked. Again, Sanchez doing an excellent job in the net.
Sanchez, we talked about, too, in the first half, one of the better defenders, if not the best defender / goalkeeper in the conference, and it's certainly a big reason why, Joe, they've been ranked top 25, top 20 as well.
Good stop that time from Slaughter. And ball back in play. That shot so close. Just off the right side pipe.
Big opportunity here for Siena. A couple of tremendous defensive stops on this same possession. And now a chance to score.
Williamson is denied. Sanchez again just making her presence felt here in this third. Has not let up a goal by Sanchez. And the offense still in groove. So back from the timeout. They've been using that middle well. Trying to utilize it.
Got in a little too close there. The favorable call for Siena.
Final seconds here. And that is taken in by Slaughter. So a good defensive effort from the Saints.
There's that lob shot and the lob save she's been looking for.
The transition is taken away. Good hands from Rodelli.
Man, how sweet would that back pass would have been if she could have found Thomas.
So under 3.5 here in the third. Doing the pump move. Inside, and powerful strike goes in the net, and it's a 7-goal lead.
Tough break there. What a shot. Had a lot of heat on that shot, too. Not messing around with that one.
Coach Ash is making a substitution. Lacey. The defense just so uptight for Marist, forcing Siena to make passes well beyond the reach.
It's been fantastic. We've seen Siena try to break down and get the ball into the corners a little bit more, break down that defense to get to the corners.
That shot high above the net. It sails out of the pool.
You know, some people may not like that look. I like that look. That would be a shot that would get you back in the game real quick, get it back to 6 goals, excuse me. Almost said 7 is what the margin is right now, but that would get you back in right quick, and that would be a huge burst of momentum.
That one so close. So Marist is going to have an opportunity at a penalty shot off that whistle. And they get it. The skip in makes the lead 8. And this has been a dominant effort from the Red Foxes here in the third.
It's been a clinic. This has been a welcoming surprise for the Red Foxes and Coach Vidal.
Red Foxes winning 22-5 back in their first matchup, and Siena obviously on their home pool trying to rewrite the script, but certainly tough at the moment.
You know, Joe, Marist had such a tough.
As you see there, a good stop from Slaughter.
Such a tough non-conference schedule. They went out and faced some of the best in the West Coast Conference. They took on number 19 San Diego State. They took on number 17 San Jose State, Santa Clara, Fresno State, number 10, as well as a Big 12 foe in Arizona State. Tough non-conference schedule, and that felt like the gauntlet of the West Coast, if you will.
Williamson right off the top of the post and hits it right back in the face.
Good chance to reset and regather yourselves here for Siena in great striking position.
Siena is trying to get something. Williamson gives it up. Across the pool, and a turnover. Approaching the final minute here in the third, and again, Siena comes up empty-handed.
Really tough quarter for Coach Ash and his team. However, again, 8 minutes, plenty of time. If you can get maybe a quick one or two here, that would really help the momentum going into this big fourth quarter. As well, you've held Marist to 14 goals. That's very impressive. This is a team that will score quick and score a lot with no mercy.
And again, Marist is on a roll in this third. 5 goals again scored in the quarter. They've been consistent, Steve. 5 in every single period.
What a credit. What a credit to them. A credit to their coaching staff. That is very talented and very impressive to do. And when you have all that kind of talent, it's no kidding why you are ranked a top 20, top 25 premier program in the country.
Multiple subs for Siena. Ball in possession of the Red Foxes. About 7 seconds separate game clock and shot clock. Here in the third, that has been all Marist.
9 times this year, Marist has held their opponents to under double figures in terms of goals against non-ranked opponents.
Siena takes it away. Big stop there. Looking for an opportunity, and it was Fernandez Caballero. So final seconds, and they will let it drain out here in the third. First period 5, second period 5, third 5. So they're at 15, but the difference was the defense. Defensively in the goal and just swarming. They shut down Siena. They didn't score a single goal in that period.
Siena looking for answers right now as time winds down. Under 8 to go here in the fourth quarter. This is a team that took them 22-5 last time out in the second game of the year. In the first game of the year. In a, again, tough one out in Providence, a part of the Bruno Classic.
Be interesting to see how Siena responds. Obviously a tough uphill battle to climb right now.
Time winding down. Siena putting up a prayer, and it's intercepted. And Inez Sanchez will regather her team and push the ball up. Yeah, as you mentioned, Joe, consistency, a big part of why Marist is up top, just playing fundamental water polo, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, Marist is so excellent, and you see it right there. Just anybody having the ability to score. I mean, it's been the type of day. Sheer there, make that her third, but a lot of players. De Beer, a lot of them have stepped up here today in a nice way.
Shear with a hat trick. And this is the Red Foxes' first lead of double figures today. Tough afternoon for Slaughter, but again, plenty of time. Kudos to Slaughter. She has had as many highlight reel saves as Sanchez has had. Fromel off the post. The crossbar, excuse me.
And that's kind of the luck that Siena's had today, right? I mean, so many opportunities have been that close. You saw with Catherine Williamson on the near side, and then just a tough break for Siena. That was a great look.
Siena's done a really good job cramming that middle and making it a suffocating experience to try to break down the defense that way. Fernandez Caballero. Curry, Fromel, and the whistle will be blown in favor of Marist. The small ticky-tack things, too, not going Siena's way, unfortunately.
Yeah, Siena, I mean, it's hard to compete when you're going up against one of the top teams in the conference, the top team in the conference, and they've given everything they got. Just Marist just looking too strong at the moment.
What a tough date Marist will be in the MAC tournament, Joe. What a just tough date for whoever draws Marist. But I tell you what, whoever ends up getting this Red Foxes in the MAC tournament, one thing for sure, your seed and your automatic bid to get to the big dance of water polo looks really good if you can pull an upset off.
You see there a really good goal. Actually wasn't a goal. It looked close, but from our angle.
No goal awarded, and it's just been hard luck for the Saints right now.
And you said it. I mean, Marist, they should be the front runners to come out of the MAC and take it. But you never know. The MAC is always a competitive conference. Upsets happen.
Yeah, no matter what sport. Whistle blown. Thomas is being held by Callahan Brown. And I mean, you imagine the breakaway Siena could have had right there with Williamson right in the face of Sanchez almost in the net. Would have been a one-on-one opportunity for the Saints and quite the chance to get a little bit burst of a momentum.
Yeah, Siena's been really close to getting those opportunities, just coming up a bit short, and you see a handful of subs coming in for Marist.
5:01 remaining, 16-6 Red Foxes. Joe Lemry, Steve Jones alongside you. It's been a special day here at the Siena Saints Aquatic Center, as Siena honoring 6 of their seniors, and as we always say, you're enshrined forever as a Siena Saint, a legend and an accolade no one can ever take away from you. Off the post again, a tough shot for Curry there.
That post has been Marist's best friend in this game.
The redirects, the deflections, the off-the-post deflections, and everything going right now the way of Inez Sanchez. Siena, as aforementioned, honored their seniors: Bianca Kennerly, Parker Thomas, Stella Chopsky, Audrey Lacey, Samantha Very, and Finn Magel. Now to make it 17-6 on a rocket, maybe even a better word to describe it, a screamer from Leila McCarroll.
Yeah, and that's what I mean, Steve. Everybody on Marist has tremendous scoring capability, and I think we've called at least half a dozen names today for going in the goal. And credit to their team.
What feels like a deep rotation for Marist, to say the least.
And you got to take into consideration this is a Siena team that is banged up, missing most of their freshmen, 3 injuries as well, key injuries.
Absolutely. Chopsky, Smith, Very as well. Looking to create some space. A little lob shot. The lob shot doesn't go. 17-6. You know, you talk about the post and the crossbar and the redirects and deflections being the best friend for Marist, Joe. The lob shot has been too. What a duo the post and the lob shot have been. 3:15 to go. The clock has stopped. 17-6 Red Foxes.
Yeah, this is honestly ending very similar to how that first matchup did. 22-5. Obviously, Siena getting a little bit more on the board and make that 7.
Parker Thomas finds the back of the net. 17-7. Looking to chip away at this deficit with time winding down.
Thomas has had a really solid outing here today on her senior day.
Power play goal for the Saints there, 17-7. Siena 6-8, 3-1 in conference play right now. Marist, on the other hand, 21-4, ranked 5-0. Coming in today, ranked 18th in the country, Joe. Finding the back of the net again is the Red Foxes, 18-7. The lead quickly ballooning right back up to 11. And take a moment as well to address the upcoming Siena schedule as they'll travel down to VMI, who will host this upcoming weekend at the VMI Aquatic Center down in Lexington, Virginia. They, for now, get their final matchup against a ranked team. It'll be a number 24 Villanova. This is a team who they lost a tough game by 5-2. In Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, at the Bucknell Invite, where Siena did very well, taking 2 or 3 from Bucknell, who received votes, as well as Occidental, who they beat 18-6 in one of their more commanding wins of the season. As well, Saturday morning, it'll be Villanova, number 24 Villanova on ESPN Plus at 11 a.m. Then VMI, the host team, swatted away there again by Sanchez at 6:30. Then Sunday morning at 9:30, it'll be LaSalle, their MAC foes, and all these games can be found on ESPN Plus. Then it'll be right back to Poughkeepsie, and the Red Foxes for the MAC semifinals and championship, with hopefully Siena staying top 4 and receiving an invite to go and compete. That'll make it 19-7.
And it's great to see it in the Northeast, you know.
A change in net for the Red Foxes. Ulufunke Gahando in net now. The sophomore from Johannesburg, South Africa. Played her high school ball at Crawford.
In these last 2 minutes, just under, obviously Marist going to secure the victory, but for Siena, still keep fighting and doing what you can. Always a learning lesson.
Absolutely. Big roar from the Marist crowd, but Siena with an answer.
Catherine Williamson there. Again, Siena not giving up, still trying to make it competitive.
Catherine Williamson, an outstanding afternoon. She was preseason All-MAC team last season, All-MAC first team. And Joe, it's safe to say she is on her way to becoming another member of the All-MAC first team for a second consecutive season.
Yeah, Williamson, just a cornerstone player for the Siena team, and truly one of the best, and a standout human being as well.
Catherine Williamson, a CA, a community assistant here at Siena as Marist scores, otherwise known as a residential assistant, RA2. Very involved in community living. In a Plasman Home, one of the freshman/sophomore dorms here on campus.
And a 20-goal performance by the Red Foxes caps off to Marist. They came in here rolling from the jump, and Siena gave him a little bit of a scare in that first period, really played him strong, but since then it's been all Marist.
Marist will close this one out on a 19-6 run, Joe. My goodness. What an electric offense they have, and just what a stagnant what a fun defense at times. A little stagnant too, but what a fun defense they have.
Certainly do, and got to be very pleased with their effort today. If you're Chris Vidal, staying undefeated in MAC play, moving to 22-4, just a season of ultimate highs for Marist.
A little buzzer beater, 20-9 will be our final, but why not? Parker Thomas with an extra goal.